723. That is 723. Tell me what is the sum of the digits of 723? Sai Kiran. Sai Kiran, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the sum of the digits of 723? Just add and
12, ma'am.
12. Correct. So we are. It is very easy to do the sum of the digits manually. Now we are going to do it as a program. So before making it as a program, we have to write down the steps, right? We have to write an algorithm and make it into a flow chart. So we are going to find the sum of the digits. So when we do manually, we know we got 7 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 12. Now, in order to find 723, we have to extract the digits of 723. How to split and get the digits of 723? For that, we need to remember only 3 steps. The steps I am giving on the right side. Find the remainder, find the quotient, and then using a variable sum, we are accumulating the remainder. So only 3 steps are there. This you have to write down in your note, and we are going to substitute the values of n and remainder and sum in order to find the sum of the digits of the number 723. Only 3 steps. First we have to find the remainder, then we have to find the quotient, and then we are adding or accumulating the value of sum with the remainder of each step. So this step has to be repeated until, so the condition what we are giving is until n is not equal to 0. So whenever n is equal to 0, we should not execute these 3 steps. So that is the condition which we are giving. So you know how to check a condition and execute a set of statements. What is that we studied for looping through these statements, checking for a condition. Looping means it has to execute 2-3 times. Checking a particular condition, if it has to execute these 3 statements in a loop, what is the looping statement what we studied now in this chapter? Answer in the chat box. Now only 28 participants. I'll be checking how many times you are messaging in the chat box also. Okay. What is the looping statement we studied in this chapter? My voice is breaking. Gautam Muniraj. Now we studied only while. Do while also Mahbub has a message. We studied only while. So we know a looping statement called while, which can check a condition and execute a set of statements infinite number of times. So until the condition is false, we can make that while loop to execute or to repeat the execution of the statements which is given in the loop. So now we will do it manually and see how it is working. For the number 723, if you want to find the sum of the digit, the first step is we are using a variable called sum and we are initializing it to 0. Got it? Now, what is our n value now? Instead of n, the n value what we are passing is 723. The sum variable we are initializing into 0. Okay, Gautam, you are able to listen. So what is the step? What is the first step? You have to find the remainder. How to find the remainder of the number 723 when you divide it by 10? How to divide 723 by 10? How many times it will go? Gautam Muniraj? How to divide 723 by 10? Gautam, are you there? How many times it will go? 10 will go in 72. It will go 7 times. 7 tens are 70. No one is replying. Then when you subtract, you will be getting 2. Then what we have to do? You have to bring down 3. Then how many times it will go in 23? 10 will go 2 times, right? So it will be 20. And then the remainder is 3, right? So what is 72 and what is 3? So what is remainder and what is quotient? Ordinary division.
72 quotient.
72 will be the quotient and remainder will be 3.
Remainder.
Right? Remainder is 3. So when you find mode, so when you find remainder, when you find mode, what is that we are getting? When we find mode of a number, suppose I'm finding a mode of a number with 10, what is that we are getting? We'll be getting the remainder. We'll be getting the remainder. When you find division, or when we find the, when we do division of a number with the 10, we'll be getting the quotient. Okay, this quotient we will be writing above, right? And the remainder will be getting down as the answer. So when we find mode, you will be getting the remainder. When we find division, you will be getting the quotient. Is it clear? This you should be knowing. You write down somewhere, you divide and keep, and right here, this is quotient, what we get after dividing. And when we find mode, you will be getting the remainder. Remainder is the answer when we find the mode. So now we are going to find the remainder. So 2 steps are required in order to find the upper in order to split a particular number. Our number is 723, right? To split the number with the last digit and the remaining part. So if you find the remainder, you will be able to extract the last digit of the number 723. If you find divide, you will be able to get the previous numbers, or the remaining digits of the number 723. If you find remainder, you will be able to extract the last digit. If you find a division of the number n, that is 723, you will be getting the remaining 2 digits. We will see how it is. So 723 mod 10, as I told, if you find 723 mod 10, you will be able to extract the last digit, which is the last digit 3, right? If you find, we already found it here, right? You will be able to extract the last digit as the remainder. Now, 723 by 10, when you divide, you will be able to get the remaining digits. So we removed only the last digit. The remaining digits are 72. So if you find the division, that's why I kept in highlighted. Here we are finding mode. So you got 3. When you divide, you got 72. Got it? The next step is you are accumulating, or we are keeping on adding the remainder of each step to the variable called sum. Sum, what value we were passing into this step? Sum is 0, right? To 0, we are adding the remainder of the current step. So according to this, the third step is sum equal to sum plus remainder. You see the third step, sum equal to sum plus remainder. So we are adding sum equal to 0 plus 3. Remainder of the step is 3, right? So sum becomes 3. Now we are moving to the next step. Answer in the chat box. What will be the new value of n, and what will be the new value of sum carried to the next step? I could see only 27 participants. Message in the chat box. What will be the new value of n and sum taken to the next iteration? Janani, sum is 2. Nirma had message correctly. Agash P. Agash. Correct. Javid also correct. Tejas. Everyone all are sending, then all will be correct. Here, what will be the new value of n? Here we have seen that new value of n, we are assigning 72, right? So new value of n is 72 now. For the second step, we are passing 72. And what will be the value of sum? Sum value is 3. In this step, it was 0. Are you seeing? Now, in the first step, we gave input as sum equal to 0. After the first step, we are making it as 0 plus 3. We added the first remainder to sum, and now the sum value is 3. So, we are passing to the second step, sum equal to 3. Got it? So, sum equal to 3 and sum equal to 3 and n equal to 72. Now what we have to do? Again, do these three steps using n value equal to 72 and some value equal to 3. So what will happen now? Remainder equal to 72 mod 10, that is. So what will happen if you find the remainder? You will be able to extract the, when we find mod, you will be able to extract the last digit of the current number. Current number is 72. So you will be getting 2 in remainder. Now the next step, whatever remaining number is digits are there, that will be got, or it will be taken into the variable n if you find division. So 72 by 10 will be giving you 7. Mehboob, who is it? So you will be getting the values or the number split into the last digit will be stored in remainder, and n will be updated with the remaining digit, that is 72, that is 7. Now we are, as I told in the previous step also, like some value will be updated with the, or it will be accumulating the values of the remainder. The previous value of sum was 3. So we are adding the current remainder 2 into that. 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Now, in the next step, tell me, message me what will be the new value of or the value of n and sum given to the next step. This you should do fast. What will be the value of n and sum which is given to the next step? So n will be 7 and sum will be 5. All are messaging to everyone. So here it will be, again we will be getting n equal to 7 and sum equal to 5. So remainder equal to, now in this step what we are going to do? We are going to find the last digit. Number is only 7. So which is the last digit? 7. Got it? And there is nothing to be split and given to as a remaining portion for the quotient. Or when we divide 7 by 10, we'll be getting as 0, right? How to divide 7 by 10? How to divide 7 by 10? How many times 10 will go in 7? Will it go one time?
0.
0 times, right? So it will be, you will be writing 0. 0 into 10 will be 0. So what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 7. Understood? This step you can write down also. Some will get confused. How is 7 mod 10? That is, when you divide 7 by 10, the remainder, how we are getting a 7. This step you can write down. So remainder will be 7. What will be the quotient? Quotient is 0. So in the next step, the quotient is 0. Then sum equal to the previous value of sum, that is 5, plus the current value of remainder, that is 5 plus 7 is 12. So we got the sum of the digits of the 723 as 12. Correct? No? Manually we did, and using these steps also we did. Now the next problem, the same sum of digits of 427. Tell me, what is the sum of the digits of 427? Fast. 427 sum.
13.
Okay. 13. So how to find now? You know, so 4 plus 2 plus 7. Again, we are splitting and finding the sum of the digits. So first step is what? We have to find the remainder. Then we are finding the quotient. Then we are finding the, or we are adding and keeping the remainder of each step in a variable called sum, until n is not equal to 0. That you have to write. Now, for this first step is n value is what? N value, the number which we are entering for finding the sum of the digit, that is 427. Sum is a variable which we are using to accumulate or to keep on adding the sum of the digits of the number. So we are initializing it is 0. So you can write by yourself the steps. What will be the first step now? Remainder. Remainder equal to 427 mod 10. That is, we will be splitting this. You know, we will be, if you find the mode, you will be able to extract the last 7. Then after that, we will be dividing by 10, that is, you will be getting the remaining for 42, right? N equal to 42. Then sum equal to, so what is sum initially? In this step, we had given sum equal to 0, right? Sum plus the current value of remainder is 7. You just need to remember these 3 steps, understood? In this, if you substitute the value of n and sum, after finding the remainder and n, you will be able to solve any problem. So in order to write the program also, you need to know only these 3 steps. So now what will be the value of n and sum given to the next step?
N is
N is
42.
42. Sum
42.
Sum is 7. Okay.
7.
Keep on answering, then it will be easy. Then in this step, what will happen? What will be the remainder? What will be remainder? I told when we find mod, you will be getting
Remainder equals to 2.
Remainder will be 2. N equal to?
Equal to, it will be 4.
4. Yeah, you just split with the last digit, then you will get the answer. So here remainder will be 2 and value will be 4. That's all. And so what will be sum after this step? Current value of 7 is 4. Sum is 7. Now we will be adding the remainder of this step. Remainder of this
9.
step is 2. So it will be 7 plus 2 is 9.
9.
Got it? So now we are moving on to the next step. What will be the new value of n and sum? N will
4.
be n will be 4 and sum will be 9. So we are getting n equal to 4, sum equal to 9. Now if you, what will be the remainder? There is only one number, so you will be able to
remainder equals to 4.
Remainder will be 4 and n will be 0 because nothing is there, no? So,
yes.
Then what will be sum now?
Sum
9
plus remainder.
9 plus 4 is 13.
13.
Right? So now we found the sum as 13. Okay. So this is how we find the sum of the digits. Hope it is clear. Now it is very simple. We are going to write an algorithm and draw a flow chart. So what is the first step? We will be writing the aim of the algorithm. This algorithm, if I use, I will be able to find the sum of the digits of a number. But I should be given an input to this algorithm. Algorithm is expecting an input, that is a number n, and output is sum of the digits of n, right? So if I am giving a number, any number, if I give 123, it will be, if n value is 123, it will be adding 1 plus 2 plus 3, and it will be giving us an output. That is the output expected. Input expected and output expected we wrote. And then step 1 is start. Step 2, we are inputting the number in a variable n. Why we are writing n? Why we are writing n? Because this algorithm should run for any of the number. You should be able to find the sum of the digits. So we are using a variable n. Got it? If you are accepting an input from the user, if this algorithm has to run, should be running for all the inputs, then you have to give a variable name. Understood? Then initialize sum equal to 0. We are using a variable. Any name you can use. I am using a variable called sum. Now we are going to write, repeat step 5. In step 5, we have 3 steps. What is the first step? Remainder. Second is finding the new value of n. And the third step is finding the new value of sum. After that, we are printing the sum. Same 3 steps I had given here. Understood? That only I am writing here. N equal to n mod, remainder equal to n mod 10, n equal to n by 10. So here it is mod 10, here it is divide by 10. And in some variable, I am accumulating the previous value of sum plus remainder. Then print sum. So now we are going to write the program. So input n, start should be in a terminal, right? We wrote in a terminal. Then input n should be in an input box. Initialize sum equal to 0. It should be a process box, right? And while our repeat step, if n is not, this is a decision, right? We are checking whether n is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then we have to execute these lines, right? So we are giving these lines in a, because it involves calculations and assignment, we are using a process box. If it is no, we have to print the sum and then stop. So now we will go back to, we will move to the Turbo C and start the program. All are ready? I will be asking the steps. So when you are going to the Turbo C, I told the first thing you should be doing is save the program. I don't want to see any of the program with a no name .cpp. Got it? I will not correct errors if you are sending me like that. And you should be creating a folder also that I'll show you later. Yeah, I'm creating a folder. All your lab programs should be inside your named folder. Your name, one folder you should be naming. I'll show you how to do it outside Turbo C. So here inside your folder, you should be naming part A program and part B program. Now you should be naming it properly. This is not, I'm not showing as a lab program, but we have one as a lab program. I'll take it again that time because we have a menu driven program. So that I'll show you. But for the time being, now for execution of this program, we will be, this is which program? This is sum of the digits. I'm just naming it as sum of digits or sum digit. Sum digit.c. Okay, not as CPP. No problem in saving as CPP, but only thing is header file on your .h you have to mention, and even math.h, all the header files should be explicitly given. Got it? Otherwise, you can, if you are using .c, that problem is not there. So it's better you save it as .c program. Now, what will be the first step? You should tell me the steps. Dash include
Studio.h.
then what? Somebody tell me, otherwise I'll feel I'm wrong.
Void main.
Void main. Then
Open the browser.
open the browser.
Int.
Very hungry, I think. Then what is the first step?
Int.
And what are the variables?
ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಂಥವ್ರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
Ananya? Okay, so here you are using the variables. I'll just show you the program or the algorithm. So you will be converting that. You will be converting this. What is the first step? We are getting an input and initializing the sum. So in the first step itself, we are initializing the variables. Which all variables we are using? You will be initializing 3 variables we are using: n, reverse, sum, right?
Sum.
Now we are initializing the sum variable to 0. Now we are asking the user printer enter the number. So the number for which we are going to find the sum of the digit, we are asking the user to enter. Then using %d, because the format specifier is %dy, because it is an integer. Now which is a variable? We have to use n, right? And we are accepting in a variable called n. Then what is the next step? What we should use in the for repeat step 5 if n is not equal to 0? In order to repeat a set of statements, no one is telling. While, right? What is the condition to be given in the while? While n is
Not equals to 0.
to 0. We have to keep on executing this set of statements. What are the set of statements? 3 statements which I told.
Reminder is equals to n modulus 10.
N mod
Modulus 10.
Then what is the next?
N is equals to n divided by 10.
N divided by 10. Then
Sum is equals to sum plus reminder.
sum equal to sum plus remainder. Got it? So only 3 steps we need to write inside the while loop. So if this will be done, if it is not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, what we have to do? We have to come out of this print the sum of the digits is percentage d. Where we want the value to be printed, we will give percentage d, right? Here we have to give the, in which variable it will be the sum of the digits, in the variable called sum, right? So we have to give that variable name over here. Now, what are the extra things which we need to hold the screen? We are like in order to see the output, no, we have to use the get ch. And in order to clear the previous execution, what we have to use?
Clear screen.
Yes. Now, is there any error when I was typing? No, right? One error is there. Unknown. Spelling of include is wrong.
Math.h, ma'am.
Math.h. But we are not using square root function. Functions when you use, then only we need to. Okay. SQRT and all. But now it is like this mode and all, it is already there. Operators are okay. Okay. Good that you told, but now it is not required. Still it will work now. Suppose we are giving the number as 432. What should be the sum? 9, right? 9. 7 plus 2, right? Sum of the digit is 9. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So if you give one colon, then you will be able to. Okay. So this is the program for accepting. Whenever you are executing and sending, now onwards, I need one sentence like printf. Here, your name should be there. Okay. From this program onwards, you don't have that. So employee program and all I understood. For lab programs, when you are keeping the screenshot of the output, I should see your name. Okay. Then it JSON I'm giving. So I will understand who had executed this program. Okay. So you give a new line also. Like this, I want the program to be executed. All are there? I thought for.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to type it again and show this program? Is it clear? Any doubts?
It's clear, ma'am.
Clear, no? So you should execute and send me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A small program only, no? Tomorrow I will give you the next program. Correct, no? Okay. So like this, if you study all the programs, the next one will be reverse of the digits. It is almost the same thing only. These 3 steps, the last step, except this one, these 2 steps are same. So we will see in the next class. So this program you should execute and send. Did you write the algorithm?